All right, guys. You got a little over 10 seconds. Make sure you're ready. If you have your towels, maybe you can have your TRX for this one. All right, everybody. And it is time. So let's go ahead and get ourselves all warmed up. We have our total body extensions. We have fighter bounce with the arm swings. We have squats with the twist and our jumping jacks. So let's go ahead and get ourselves all fired up in 3, 2, 1. For today's workout, it is upper body day today. We have 3 groups of exercises. There's 3 exercises in each group. They're going to be 30 seconds of work, 10-second transition. What you're going to do is a double round with each one of these 3 groups. So you go through those 3 exercises in that group 2 times through before moving on to the next group. I'm going to go through all 3 groups, like I said, and then we're going to do that again with all 3 groups. So we can do each exercise 4 times through. And then after our second double round with our third group, we'll go with on our stretches and move on with our Friday. Starting up at the top, we have is our piston rows or regular rows. So this is what everybody at home, if you have your bags, you do regular rows with your weighted bags. Lead with those elbows. Make sure they're going past your back. Keep that back nice and flat. You're squeezing your shoulder blades together. Control that range of motion. If you do have dumbbells, and for everybody here at the gym, we're going to go into those piston rows. Same thing. It's just going to be alternating between each arm. Still fight that resistance. Remember, you're not punching the ground. You're controlling those weights as you bring those elbows past your back and still squeeze your back up at the top of those reps. Then our next exercise is going to be our touching dumbbell press. So this one, you can either, everybody at home, if you have that surface, use it. You can go, or you can also go flat on the mat. Here at the gym, you can either use the Bosu ball or the bench. Make sure those dumbbells are pulled together. If you have your weighted bag, it's still right next to your chest, right on top of your belly button. You're just pushing straight up from your belly button. It should be not be anywhere near your chest, up to your chest, just straight up and down from your belly button. Squeeze that chest up at the top of those reps. And then our next exercise is going to be that one arm tricep extension. So this one, you're going to focus on one side each time through. Keep that elbow right next to your ear. Notice Teresa has that dumbbell going behind her opposite shoulder, also behind her head, so you can get that extra range of motion. This is another exercise. If you at home, if you have the resistance band or a towel, you can use that instead. Remember, like I said, you're going to focus on one side each time through. Then our second group we have is our standing or laying pull downs for everybody at home. If you have your resistance band, you can use it, or you can use your towel. You can pull against that resistance band, have those arms nice and wide. You're leading with those elbows, just going straight down, pulling straight down with that back. Squeeze those muscles at the top. Otherwise, you can also do this exercise laying down as well. You make sure you're keeping those shoulders off the mat. You're leading with those elbows again, squeezing that back as you get those reps. And then our next exercise is going to be our tempo front raises. So this one, you're going to take 2 seconds to raise either those dumbbells or that weighted bag up, and then hold it for a second up at the top, and then bring it down in 2 seconds. So every rep should be 5 seconds. So you should not be getting more than 6 reps, or either or less than 6 reps either as well, because you don't want to be pausing at the bottom of those reps. You can go different grips with those. Teresa's showing you with her palms up. You can go hammer curl as well, hammer grip as well with those. Just make sure you're controlling it. Remember, 6 reps with this one. And then our next exercise is going to be our chest flies. So this one, another exercise, you can either use your bench, a Bosu, or flat bench, or the mat. Make sure those arms are nice and wide, just a slight bend in your elbows. Remember, you're hugging a big old tree. You're squeezing your chest up at the top of those reps. Control it all the way down and all the way up. Get the most out of every single one of these reps. And then our next exercise is going to be our shoulder presses. So this one, for everybody at home, if you have your dumbbells, you can bring those elbows all the way down to your side of your body, and you're going to get that shoulder press up at the top, just like Teresa's showing you right there. If you do have a weighted bag instead, your arms are going to be a little bit forward on this one. And then you're gonna still get that shoulder press up at the top. Remember, start a little bit forward with those arms, and then you're still gonna come up with those arms right above your head to get that shoulder press up the top, just like Teresa's showing you right there. Your next exercise gonna be those kneeling curls with a twist. So if you do have those dumbbells, remember, kneeling position, keep those hips forward. You have that same alignment from those knees all the way to your shoulders. You're starting up with that neutral grip with those hands, so they should be towards your, those palms should be towards your body. Then you're gonna twist and get that curl up at the top. Squeeze those biceps up at the top. And if you have your weighted bag instead, you're gonna do those curls with in that kneeling position instead. Just control that weight all the way up and all the way back down. And then our final exercise is going to be our blast off push-ups. So remember, you can do these push-ups either on your toes or on your knees. You can get straight into that push-up. You're going to come finish up that push-up up at the top, and then you're going to push those hips back onto those heels. Remember, these are not your push-back push-ups. You're finishing that push-up before you're pushing those heels back. Or you can do those push-ups on your knees, and then you can go up to your toes with that push-back. Or you can do the whole motion from your knees as well with that push-up down, and then pushing those hips back onto those heels at the top of those reps. So those are our exercises, everybody. We're going to start up at the top, piston rows or regular rows. So grab your weights or your weighted bag. We're going to get this Friday upper body day started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Every control those reps. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Whether you're doing those piston rows or those regular rows, you're keeping that back flat. And you're getting those elbows past your back. Control the range of motion. Remember, focus on your breathing as well. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as you're bringing those weights up and those elbows up past your back. You have less than 10 seconds. Next up is going to be those touching dumbbell presses. You have 2, 1. All righty, guys. Remember, have those dumbbells or that weighted bag right on top of your belly button, and you're pushing straight up. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Remember, those dumbbells should not be up to your chest. To be right on front of your belly button. You're going straight up, squeezing your chest up at the top. Control it, you guys. You got this. Seconds. Next up is going to be those one-arm tricep extensions. You have 1. All right, guys. Remember, have that arm right next to your ear. You're going to bring that dumbbell all the way down to the opposite shoulder, below that shoulder. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Control it. We want to get that full range of motion. Make sure that arm stays next to your ear at all times. You don't want to flare your elbow out. Awesome job, you guys. Keep it under control. If you can do those drop sets as well, we have less than 10 seconds. Start off with those heavy weights and then decrease that weight once you need to. We're going to go back to the top to those piston rows or regular rows next. We have 3, 2, 1. All right, grab your weights and your weighted back. Make sure you're ready. Remember, upper body should be parallel to the ground. We'll get this one started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Here we go, you guys. Remember, keep that back flat. Control your reps. Make sure those elbows are going past your back and you're squeezing those muscles and you're focusing on your breathing because that's how you get those good reps in. That's how you build that lean muscle, less than 10 seconds. Next up, we're going to go back to those touching dumbbell presses. Get those last reps in. We have 3, 2, 1. All righty, guys. Remember, flat on the back, on the mat, or on the Bosu ball. We'll get this one started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Give it up, everybody at home. Stick with it. Remember, right on top of your belly button. You should not bring those dumbbells up to your chest. Stick with it, everyone. Oh, you guys are doing amazing. You have a little bit over 10 seconds after this. We're going to go to the other arm, all those one-arm tricep extensions. Stick with it. Get those last reps in. We have 3, 2, 1. I remember the other arm with those tricep extensions. Make sure you're ready, you guys. We're going to get this one started in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Give it up, you guys. Everybody at home, I can see you get those reps. Oh, perfect form, Gina. Remember, keep those elbows next to your ear. Awesome work, everyone. We're absolutely crushing these tricep extensions. Get that full range of motion. Remember, half reps are not going to get you the same results in less than 10 seconds. We're moving on to our second group after this. Those pull downs, either with your towel or the resistance band. Get yourself ready, either standing or laying with these pull downs. We'll get this one started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Teresa's showing you if you have that range of motion, you can bring it behind your neck as well. Keep it up, everyone. Oh, awesome. Remember, pull against that resistance band at all times. We'll get more muscles incorporated, more engaged. You have about 10 more seconds with this. We're gonna go into those tempo front raises next. All right, you guys are doing incredible. We have 3, 2, 1. All right, tempo front raises. Remember, bringing those weights straight up. Hold it for 2 seconds. Hold it for a second up. Then 2 seconds all the way back down. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Remember, control it. You should not be getting more than 6 reps. You should not also be getting less than 6 reps either. Every rep should take you 5 seconds. No pausing at the bottom. You want to keep that tension in those shoulders. We got about 10 more seconds. Next up, we're going to go into our chest flies. Get those last reps in. You got enough time for maybe one more rep. We have 3, 2, 1. All right, chest flies. You're going to go flat on your back, either on the BOSU or on the bench. Remember to the slide bend in those elbows, arms nice and wide. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it, you guys. Ever control it all the way down. Squeeze that chest up at the top. If your elbows are bent a little bit too much, decrease that weight because you want those arms to be nice and wide. We're hugging a big old tree with this one. We're squeezing our chest up at top. We're building that lean muscle. You have about 10 seconds. We go back to those pull downs, either standing or laying with a resistance band or towel. We have 3, 2, 1. All righty, guys, get yourself ready. With those pull downs, we'll get this one started in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lead with those elbows. Pull against that resistance band at all times. I want to see those arms shaking with these reps. You guys are doing awesome. Dominate your reps. Dominate your day. Dominate every one of these reps in your exercises. Less than 10 seconds. We're going to go into those tempo front raises next. We have 3, 2, 1 more rep. 1. All right, front raises. Remember, 5 seconds each rep. 2 seconds up, 1 second hold, and then 2 seconds down. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Perfect, you guys, all loving it. Everybody here at the gym is absolutely crushing it with these weights. Burn up these shoulders, you guys. Control it all the way down. I can see you, Gene. I can see you guys even doing this later at home. Stay that focused. Remember, not more than 6 reps. You have about 10 seconds, and not less than 6 reps either. We're going to go into those chest flies after this. We have 3, 2, 1. All right. Grab your 2 weights. Remember, arms nice and wide. Just a slight bend in those elbows. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. And those elbows should not be bent too much. If they are, you're starting to see that bend in those elbows, decrease that weight. I'd rather you go nice and wide with those arms and have those elbows bent. You got about 10 seconds, you guys. We're going to go to our next group, starting up with those shoulder presses, either with your dumbbells or your weighted bag. We have 3, 2, 1. Awesome work, you guys. Grab your 2 weights. And we're going straight up with those shoulder presses. We have 3, 2, 1. Teresa's showing you the form where you do it with your bag or your weighted object. If you're doing those dumbbells, make sure you're getting those elbows all the way down to the side. You want to get that full range of motion, and then press up at the top. Don't forget to focus on your breathing. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up. Every single one of these exercises, you should be focusing on that breathing. It'll help you get those reps, even when you start feeling that fatigue. Next up is going to be those kneeling curls with the twist. We have 2, 1. All right, remember, kneeling position, unless you have any knee issues, you can do this standing. We're going to get this started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. If you have that weighted object or that bag, you're just going to do those curls just like Teresa's showing you. If you have your dumbbells, you're starting up with that neutral grip, and then you're twisting up and getting that curl up at the top. Perfect, everyone. You got about 10 seconds. Next up is going to be our blast off push-ups. Keep it up. Stay strong. We have 3, 2, 1 more of those curls. All right, remember, you can do these push-ups either on your toes or on your knees. Just make sure you're getting that chest all the way to the mat. You're making that arrow with that body. We have 3, 2, 1. If you finish that push-up, and then you push back with those hips. Keep it up, everyone. Oh, incredible stuff, everyone. Get that push-up in, and then push those hips back to your heels at the top. And then get right back and reset. We have less than 10 seconds. We're gonna go back to the top to those shoulder presses. We have 3, 2, 1. All right, grab your weights or your weighted bag or weighted object. Make sure you're ready to start right on the dot. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. We're building that lean muscle. We're gonna burn up these shoulders with this one. We're gonna get stronger. We're gonna be proud of what we did today. Just keep going. If you need to do those drop sets, Teresa's showing you those drop sets. Start off with that heavier weight, get at least try to get 4 or 5 reps, then decrease that weight once you need to finish out that set. Less than 10 seconds, you guys. We're gonna go into those kneeling curls with the twist next in 3, 2, 1. All right, kneeling position, unless you have those knee issues. We'll get this one started in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Remember, if you're using those dumbbells, you're starting neutral grip, and then you're gonna curl and get that twist and curl up at the top. Flex those biceps. Hit everything you can with these reps. Get that full range of motion. Make sure you're not pushing those hips back. You're keeping it nice and controlled. You have 10 seconds. We go back to those blast off push-ups after this. We have a 3, 2, 1. All righty, guys. In that push-up position, either on your toes or on your knees to do this. We get this started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Remember, the goal on these push-ups is to get that chest all the way to either the mat or the floor. You want to build that strength in your chest. So get that full range of motion. If you have to do these on your knees, that's perfectly fine. Just finish up that push-up and then push those hips back onto those heels after you finish that push-up. And then reset. You have 10 seconds. We go back to our first group after this with those piston rows or regular rows. We have 3, 2, 1. All righty, guys. Grab your weights, your weighted bag, or your weighted objects. Upper body parallel towards the ground. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Control that weight. Fight that resistance. You're gonna build that lean muscle. Start with those heavy weights and then decrease those weights. We have plenty of time for drop sets to get those 10 to 12 reps because that's the goal. You have 10 seconds. Enough time for a few more reps with either regular rows or keep it up with those piston rows. Next up is those touching dumbbell presses. We have 3, 2, 1. Either your weighted object or those dumbbells should be right on top of your belly button. You're pushing straight up. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Remember that those weights should not go up to your chest. They're staying on top of your belly button at all times. Pretend like there's a wall around your chest and you're staying below that wall. Perfect. You got 10 more seconds, you guys. After this, we're going to go into that one-arm tricep extension. We have 3, 2, 1. All righty, guys. Grab your weights, your weighted object. Remember, you can use your towel or your resistance band with this one at home. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Less than 10 seconds. We're going back to those piston rows or those regular rows after this. We have 3, 2, 1. All righty, guys. Remember, dumbbells or that weighted object. Back flat, parallel towards the ground. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's get these reps in. Your final opportunity with this exercise. So no holding back. Build on those strong back muscles, those lats. They have that strength. You just have to trust them. Go with those heavy weights. Get that full range of motion. You got about 10 more seconds with this. Everybody at home, you're absolutely crushing it. Get those reps and you're absolutely dominating this upper body day. We have 3, 2, 1. Next up is going to be those touching dumbbell presses. We'll get this one started in a 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Remember, right on top of your belly button, pushing straight up. Those weights should not go up to your chest. Keep it up, everybody. We're about halfway through this exercise. Get these final reps in. Make them count because we want to get strong. We want to get to that next level. Less than 10 seconds. We're going to that one-arm tricep extension next. We have 2, 1. All right, grab that dumbbell, your weighted object, your bands, your towels. Make sure you're ready. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Maybe bringing that hand to the opposite shoulder behind that shoulder to get that full range of motion. All right, we got a little over 10 seconds. We go to our next group. We have those pull downs, either with a resistance band or your towel. Finish up those reps, you guys. We have 3, 2, 1. All right, grab your resistance band or your towel. Make sure you're ready. Either standing or laying. We're gonna get this one started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Remember, straight up, straight down, pull against that resistance band or that towel at all times because you want to incorporate as much of your muscles as you can with this exercise. About halfway through this, remember you have that range of motion, you have that flexibility. You can bring that towel or that resistance band behind your neck. Just still flex those back muscles. Get those reps in. A few more seconds. We have 3, 2, 1. Next up is going to be those tempo front raises. Remember, 2 seconds up. Hold it for a second. 2 seconds straight down. We get started in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, you guys. Remember, you should not be getting more than 6 reps. And don't get less than 6 reps. No pausing. Only working. Keep those arms straight. Don't bend those elbows. Good on you guys. Absolutely incredible work. We have about 10 more seconds. Next up is going to be your chest flies. We have 3, 2, 1. All right, remember, arms nice and wide. You either use both to the bench or at home. You can go flat on the floor. We get this one started in 3, 2, 1. Remember, arms nice and wide. You don't want to bend your elbows too much with this one. The wider your arms go with this, the more work you get out of your chest. Squeeze that chest up at the top because you want every rep to matter because they're all important, especially as we get closer and closer to the finish. You have 10 seconds. Next up, we're going back to the top to those pull downs, laying or standing with the resistance band or a towel. We have 3, 2, 1. All righty, guys, back to the top. Final time with these 3 exercises. We'll get this one started with these pull downs in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Stick with it, everyone. We're getting closer and closer to this finish line. As you're starting to get that tired feeling, as you're starting to feel that fatigue, this is when you really should be working your heart out, because this is the most important period of the workout because you want to get the most out of it. You want to push your body. You want to get those results. You want to reach your goals less than 10 seconds. We're going to go into those tempo front raises next in 2, 1. I remember you can grab your weighted bag, your dumbbells. Control it. Every rep should be 5 seconds. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Control it. 2 seconds up. Hold it for a second, and then 2 seconds all the way back down. And then get right back up. Remember, no pausing at the bottom. You want to keep that tension in those shoulders. Also, don't shrug those shoulders. Keep them low. Don't bring them up to get those reps. You got about 10 more seconds left. Time for 2 more reps. Next up is going to be those chest flies. We have 3, 2, 1. All righty, guys. Your arms nice and wide, just a slight bend in your elbow. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's go, you guys. We are warriors. We're going to dominate these reps. This is your last chance with these chest flies. We're moving on to our final group after this. So control those reps. Don't forget to focus on your breathing. You have about 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, shoulder presses to start off this final group. Now with your weighted bag or your dumbbells, we get this started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And we're using those dumbbells, get those elbows all the way down to your side. You're using your weighted object, just like Teresa showed you right there. Start off a little bit forward, and then you're pressing straight up with those shoulders. Keep that control, get that full range of motion. No half reps today. We have 10 seconds. Next up is going to be those kneeling curls with the twist. Remember, neutral grip, and then twist up at the top. We have 3, 2, 1. All right, you guys. Remember, kneeling position unless you have knee issues. We'll get this one started in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, you guys. We're getting closer and closer. Let's earn this victory. Let's have an amazing Friday. Let's make these 30 minutes the best 30 minutes of our day. Stick with it. Halfway through this exercise. Next up is going to be those blast off push-ups. You can do these push-ups on your toes or on your knees. Less than 10 seconds, get those last curls in. Make them count. We have 2, 1. All right, blast off push-ups. Remember, you want to get your chest all the way down to the mat or the floor. We have 3, 2, 1. And you're going to finish that push-up, and then you'll push back with your hips. Make sure you're making that arrow with your body as well. Don't make a T. No I's. If you make that T, you're going to put extra pressure on your elbows that you don't need to. If you make that I, it's all going to be in your triceps. You have about 10 more seconds. Next up, we're going back to those shoulder presses one more time. We have a 3, 2, get one more push up in. There we go. Awesome work, you guys. Shoulder presses. Final time with these 3 exercises. We'll get this started in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, you guys. Perfect. Fight for this victory. Earn it. I want you leaving this gym and this workout at home knowing that you did everything you could. You did not leave a single rep behind. You pushed yourself. You found your limits. You broke past those limits, less than 10 seconds. Next up is going to be that kneeling curl with the twist. We have 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody. Make sure you're ready. Just 2 more exercises to go. Kneeling curls with the twist starts in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Everybody at home, work hard. Be proud of what you do, but never be satisfied. Always think, I can always push it a little bit further next time I do this. Keep it up. About halfway through this one, we'll go to our final exercise after this. You got about 10 more seconds. Get those last curls in. Flex those guns at the top. We have 3, 2, 1. All right, blast off push-ups to finish it up. We're gonna blast off into our Friday best way we can with these push-ups in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 30 seconds remaining. Get the most out of it. Push yourself. Get as many of these push-ups that you can get. Get the chest all the way to the floor. Remember, that's how you build that strength. We're down to our final 10 seconds, everybody. Enough time for 3 more of these push-ups, maybe 4, maybe 5. We have 3, 2, 1. Awesome job, you guys. Let's get into our stretches. We're going to start off with our behind the back pull. So you're going to grab your wrist behind your back. You're going to pull that wrist away from those hips. Feel that stretch out. Take a nice deep breath. You're going to inhale through your nose. And then as you exhale, you can deepen that stretch. And then once you're ready, you can go and grab the other wrist. Feel that stretch out. Take a nice deep breath. Incredible stuff, everybody. Remember, we do have our April Fit Body charity, Shriners Children's Hospital. Every 25 check-ins on Facebook and Instagram. Go ahead and go to the overhead stretch with your lean, just like Teresa's showing you right there. Grab your elbow above your head and then lean to the side. Feel that stretch out. Take a nice deep breath. Every 25 check-ins on Facebook and Instagram provide medical assistance to children with spinal injuries. Hashtag Fit Body for kids. If you haven't already, go ahead and switch sides. Feel that stretch out. Word of the day is master. We mastered this upper body day today. We're going to master our weekend of everybody here coming into Saturday. Hope you have an awesome workout. It is rotating stations. So for everybody, you can do the workout at home. You can go to your iLift.fit account and you can go to those previous workouts through there. Dominate that workout. Unless you're coming into this gym, we'll look forward to seeing you guys there. Also, we do have our challenge starting on May the 3rd. Teresa sent out the email on Tuesday. So if you're interested, all the info is in that email. If you haven't received that email yet, go and contact Teresa. Give you guys all air fives, air elbows, air knuckles. Awesome job, you guys. Hope you all have a great rest of your Friday. Have an amazing weekend.